As I celebrate my last St. Patrick's Day as Ireland's ambassador to the Netherlands, I've been asked what are the main similarities and differences between the two countries. Well, first of all, the weather, of course. We're both obsessed with it. In Ireland, we have a saying that if you don't like the weather now, just wait 5 minutes. I thought there could be nowhere else on the planet where it rains as much as Ireland, but I have to say that the Netherlands gives us a good run for our money. Maybe that's why I feel so much at home here. I really enjoy seeing how the Dutch embrace all kinds of weather. I'm a great fan in particular of the cycling culture, and I know that this is an area where Ireland is slowly catching up. We often look to the Dutch for inspiration in how to make the transition to a more sustainable and green lifestyle. And the impressive cycling infrastructure in this country is something that we're working hard to build back home. In fact, our two countries are like-minded in so many ways. We're both open, trading nations in which creativity and innovation thrive. We work hard, but we also know the importance of personal relationships based on friendship and mutual understanding. We are both committed to our partnerships in the European Union and to the core values of democracy and human rights for all. We share a love of culture, the arts, and of course great food made from the best of natural ingredients. All of these common likes and interests make us great partners in business as well as politics. So what are the differences? Well, what immediately struck me on arrival in The Hague was how large and at the same time how small this country is. In terms of landmass, the Netherlands is only about half the size of Ireland, but with a population of over 17 million people, it feels like a much bigger country. Despite the large numbers, the Netherlands does not feel crowded, however. I constantly marvel at how well the physical space is planned and utilised. As much as I miss the wide open spaces and wild landscapes of Ireland, when I'm here I am more than adequately compensated by the wonderful architecture of the built environment in the many beautiful Dutch towns and cities. And of course the most common difference that people often refer to when they describe the Dutch, well, how will I put this diplomatically? Let me just say that the straightforward, direct approach of my Dutch friends differs slightly from the more reticent, indirect style of Irish communication. But in fact, as somebody who is perhaps more Dutch than Irish in this regard, I greatly appreciate this trait. You know where you stand with the Dutch. During my time here, I have learned that this straightforward Dutch approach is greatly appreciated by the many Irish companies who come here to do business. And so with these few words, I encourage you all to use St. Patrick's Day to reflect on the great relationship between Ireland and the Netherlands. I wish you all a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Banach Dí na Féile Pádraig Ard Galéir.